Like I said, I'm here for you tonight. If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight. What's up? If you want to keep going, I will keep going tonight. Well, look, it's been love. I love y'all. I go by the name of Drake. Thank you for having me.
Yo, I will walk off this stage. If y'all throw one more thing up here, I will leave.
Hip-hop shows as we know it are in a crisis. On a weekly basis, it feels like we're getting more and more stories of shows going off the rails, tours being canceled due to low ticket sales, or artists just canceling their shows at the drop of a hat. And then, when you consider the physical danger of attending a show with the subpar performances that have become industry standard, it's no wonder that even major rappers like Lil Baby and Lil Durk are struggling to push tickets, while other rappers like DaBaby are resorting to heavy ticket discounts. So, what's going on with rap live shows? And how did we get here? Since its inception in the 1970s, hip-hop has always been rooted in the live performance. What began as DJs looping old vinyl records for MCs to rap over at block parties quickly evolved into producers cooking up beats from their laptops. But the core principle stayed the same. Rap music was made to be experienced live. Whether it was in the humble ciphers of the Bronx, on the stages at sold-out arenas, or even in the halls of the White House, live performances have remained an essential part of hip-hop culture. As hip-hop fans, we're all familiar with the excitement of seeing our favorite artists live, whether it's right after they drop a new album or at a festival where you can catch multiple acts in one day. While the standing room at concerts can offer a memorable experience, it's often far from comfortable. The crowd pushes from the front and access to basic necessities like bathrooms or water is almost non-existent. Fans are often left waiting in these tough conditions for 2 to 3 hours during the opening acts, all in anticipation of seeing the headliner, who are usually late. In the most extreme cases, such as Travis Scott's Astroworld tragedy, this led to the death of multiple concertgoers due to lack of water and lack of crowd control. These conditions make going to hip-hop shows a significant commitment, and has resulted in fans being very selective of what shows they attend, making some concerts not worth the discomfort. On the flip side, the blame could also fall on fans, whose misbehavior ruins the experience for everyone else. The high-energy vibe of a rap show often encourages some people to act out in ways that cross the line, including throwing phones, water bottles, and even booing performers on stage. This kind of disrespectful behavior has led to rappers cutting their performances short and walking off stage, leaving everyone disappointed. This has happened to artists of all sizes, such as Sway Lee getting a bloody nose from someone throwing a phone, to Kid Cudi walking out of his show for being disrespected by the fans throwing water bottles, and even Drake, one of the biggest rappers in the world, getting booed off the Camp Flog Gnaw stage since fans were expecting Frank Ocean.
I'm up finna sue you, man. You doing that like a baseball, man. I'm up here trying to put on a show for y'all.
Beyond the concert experience itself, another factor contributing to the ongoing decline in hip-hop show attendance is the quality of the performances. While rap music has become the go-to genre for live shows, essentially taking over as the new place to rage, many performances can feel lackluster. The issue often arises when rappers simply rap over their tracks without much variation. If a rapper isn't sober or just isn't in the mood to perform, the energy falls flat, leaving the audience feeling like they didn't get their money's worth. This is especially true with the new generation of underground rappers, where this kind of performance has become all too common.
Hey, start out like my best man. She gon' my best man. 1, 2, 3, go, go, go.
These days, buying a ticket to a show feels like a gamble for fans. They have to guess if the concert will be safe or if the performer will even be fully engaged. With these concerns in mind, many fans are opting for festivals instead, where they can see multiple artists for the same price as a one-artist tour. Big festivals like Rolling Loud and Summer Smash offer 3-day passes for around $300, featuring lineups that far surpass what any single artist tour could offer. Spending $300 to see Cardi, Travis, Future, Don Toliver, Metro Boomin, and Ken Carson all in one weekend? For many fans, that's an easy choice. The quality of a show matters more than ever these days, especially when you consider how expensive concerts have become across not just the rap genre, but the music industry as a whole. In tough economic times, going to a concert has turned into a luxury that many people can't easily afford. For a lot of shows, standing room tickets alone can cost over $100, and on top of that, fans often end up paying an additional 30% of the ticket's face value in fees, according to industry experts. The root of this issue is complex, and it can be traced back to Live Nation and Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster has long held a dominant position in the US ticketing market, and in 2010, they merged with Live Nation, one of the world's largest concert promoters and venue owners. This merger is a major reason why fans are now hit with exorbitant fees while purchasing tickets. If you look closely at where these fees are going, they're listed as payments to venues, Ticketmaster, and promoters. However, in most cases, Live Nation is both the venue owner and the promoter, meaning that these fees are essentially being funneled right back to Ticketmaster. Here's an example of buying a ticket for Metro Boomin and Future on the 15th of August via Ticketmaster. This alleged monopoly on the touring industry is one of the reasons why hip-hop shows are struggling to sell tickets. The concert experience often falls short, and fans are shelling out hundreds of dollars for something that doesn't feel worth the price. Another theory gaining traction is the possibility of foul play by Live Nation against artists who don't sign touring deals with them. Most recently, Sexy Red took to Twitter after headlines reported her tour being canceled due to low ticket sales. She accused Live Nation of planting negative stories to sabotage her tour after she signed with independent touring agency AG Entertainment. Since Live Nation connects performers with different venues, this forces artists to sign with them since they can't make sure shows will sell out and they get paid. This kind of predatory business practice is something the Department of Justice is suing these companies for, since it does not allow market competition. Sexy Red's claims are not necessarily wrong, as the DOJ in their official complaint claimed that these companies are restricting artists' access to venues. Live Nation Ticketmaster has increasingly gained control of key venues, including amphitheaters, through acquisitions, partnerships, and agreements. Live Nation Ticketmaster restricts artists' use of those venues unless those artists also agree to use their promotion services. If proven true, these kind of practices would be illegal, which might explain why so many media outlets were spreading this information about Sexy Red.
When you say no to Live Nation, it's like you're saying no to the machine. A lot of people just want to be on the Ferris wheel and just want to be in the game more than they want to change the game. If you ever wonder why some of these guys don't go independent, like it takes a lot. Live Nation is beefing with AG Entertainment. Anytime they go for a bidding war on an artist that picks AG Entertainment, you always see slander.
As of now, Sexy Red is set to start her tour in less than 2 weeks and has only sold roughly 45% of her tickets according to touring data. Perhaps the negative press of her tour not being able to sell tickets did impact her sales, which is something that matters in a music economy that runs on social media perception. As rap concerts continue to go through a slump, another possible culprit is how social media amplifies negative narratives about concert turnouts. Because when social media buzz around a show is positive, it creates a sense of FOMO. Fans feel like they're missing out on something incredible, but if the buzz is negative, it can lead to poor ticket sales and, even worse, viral clips of an empty venue. Take Smoke Perp, for example. A video of him performing to a nearly empty venue went viral, reinforcing the narrative of his fall-off. That clip was shared all over social media, generating a lot of attention, but not the kind that any artist wants.
I filmed how there was no one there.
Then we have DJ Khaled. Whether you're a fan of him or not, it's hard to ignore his track record of #1 albums and hit singles. But even he wasn't spared from the impact of a bad video clip. In a viral moment, Khaled was seen singing one of his most popular tracks while the entire audience stayed silent. The clip quickly spread online, highlighting how even a big name like Khaled can struggle with the harsh reality of public perception.
All I do is win. Got money on my. And every summer, everybody.
Apart from selling tickets and how your show looks on social media, another problem with perception on social media and touring is knowing when an artist is ready to tour. Spotify monthly listeners, Instagram followings, and TikTok singles are all metrics that may project artists' huge presence online, but this doesn't necessarily translate to hard ticket sales. For example, Ice Spice has 25 million monthly listeners, multiple viral singles, extremely high Instagram engagement, and even a Taylor Swift collaboration. However, when it comes to her tour, some of her stops as of August 6th have only 37% capacity sold, which is bizarre considering her viral success. These kinds of overestimations in certain artists' popularity is a contributing factor to rap shows' fall off, as people continue promoting artists that have a huge following online, but does not result in high ticket sales. However, as stated before, concerts are very time-consuming and uncomfortable, and streaming music is very easy, which makes artists' popularity very distorted when it comes to touring. Even Metro Boomin and Future's tour had to cancel multiple dates despite having 2 back-to-back #1 albums, a #1 song, and getting all the press from rap's Civil War earlier this year. It goes to show that the numbers online do not directly translate to ticket sales, and many rap acts have had to learn this lesson the hard way by abruptly canceling tour dates. But it isn't all bad news, as there are still artists who are deeply committed to the craft of touring. going above and beyond to create unforgettable live experiences for their fans. Take Tinashe, for example, who has reached massive virality this year after her single, Nasty, took the internet by storm. Despite the financial challenges of touring independently, she's dedicated to giving her fans a top-notch experience and has openly shared the reality of funding her own tours in a Nylon magazine interview, saying, "For an artist like me who isn't on a major label, I'm funding everything pretty much. After our tour, I usually lose a couple $100,000. Yet, she continues to invest in her live shows because she values the connection with her audience." Kanye West is another artist who has prioritized the quality of his live performances, even at a financial loss. He admitted to losing money on his Yeezus tour, but his focus was always on delivering an experience his fans would never forget. His Donda performances further showcased his commitment to pushing the boundaries of what a live show can achieve, turning concerts into immersive experiences that go beyond the music. These rollouts and performances would be seen as parts of hip-hop history. Elsewhere, Kendrick Lamar has also set a new standard for live performances, using innovative stage elements like puppets, a glass box, and shadow play to create a visual narrative that elevates his music. His shows are carefully crafted to ensure that his live vocals are as powerful as the studio recordings, with little reliance on vocal backing tracks. Meanwhile, artists like Travis Scott and Playboi Carti are known for the electrifying stage presence that they have, and truly elaborate stage designs. Travis Scott in particular has become famous for his dynamic performances, complete with grand pyrotechnics and stage setups that make his shows feel like full-scale events. His ability to make a whole town shake with his performances has solidified his reputation as one of the best live performers of his generation.
Travis Scott, the artist, just crushed a major career milestone, making a whole town literally shake. Look at this footage. This is at his show in Milan, Italy. He sold out 80,000 attendees. Whoa. Social media freaking out. They literally thought there was an earthquake in Italy.
Drake, too, has made a name for himself with his innovative approach to live shows. He's known for incorporating unique elements like a live marching band, massive arena blimps, and even an actor playing his younger self. These touches add to the spectacle, making his concerts a must-see event for fans. Each of these artists brings something unique to their live performances, proving that, for some, the craft of touring is still a top priority. So what's the conclusion then? Well, high ticket prices, lackluster performances, social media antics, and the ticketing monopoly are all taking their toll on rap music's live concert scene. Yet, the artists who are still selling out tours are those who go above and beyond to deliver an experience that fans find worth every penny. These are the performances that create lasting memories, and fans are more than willing to pay for that. The hope is the next generation of artists will recognize this and focus on building authentic fan bases, crafting shows that offer the kind of unforgettable experiences that keep people coming back.